Hey everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video we're going to go through my second volume or edition of my absolute favorite crafting supplies. So this is number 2. In the first one that we had last week, I realized after the fact that there were some things that I really love and that I use frequently that I didn't remember to mention. So that's what we're doing. As you're hopping on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to go through where everything came from. So if you are wanting to find that information, you can always go back and watch the replay if you're joining us late, and let's just jump right in. Okay, so I can't remember if I showed you these or not last time, but these are Wilton cake boards. And this is a great surface to craft on. There's 2 sides. This is what they look like after a while. We did the secret sauce on this side. So now I've just flipped it over to this side. They each come with 4 in each pack. This size is really big. It's 14 by 20 inches. And it's from Walmart. It's around $4.50. So around $1 a piece for a crafting surface. That's great. I definitely recommend that. Okay, and then last time, and I wanted to ask you guys if you saw yesterday's Christ in Crafting, where we talked about how we are craving connection with God and with other people. And we talked about connectors and buttons, and we made all these cute little button bracelets that are super duper easy. And the little button flowers. So if you missed that video, it's available on replay at any time. Okay, so last time I realized that I didn't have the tea towels that I prefer. And so I wanted to show those to you. And that you can get tea towels everywhere. You really can. They're called flour sack towels. But the thing is, most of them are so super thin that they don't wear great. That whatever ink you're using doesn't look as good, doesn't stay as good. And so the kind that I prefer are from Walmart. There's 2 brands. These are in the crafting section next to embroidery hoops. They're not with all of your dishes and kitchen towels and stuff. This is one brand, Flour Sack Towel. It is, let me put on my glasses so I can see, Craft Basics. This is 28 by 29 inch cut size. And I believe these are the ones that have the little hoop on the corner. I can't tell. I can't remember either. Great for printing, stamping, or your next embroidery project. Walmart, 2 of them for around $4. So each towel is about $2, but these wash up really nice. Okay. Then I have 2 of this other brand. And I don't know why I brought 2 of them out. I really only needed 1 of them. So let me just show you. This is Classic White, 28 by 28. And this one does have that little thing in the corner that you can hang the tea towel on. This brand is called, it's also from Walmart. It's called Aunt Martha's Stitch 'em Up Blank Goods Flour Sack Towels. These are really nice. They come in the classic white, and I believe they also come in a creamy ivory. And these are also in the craft section at Walmart near embroidery hoops. And they are roughly the same price as the other ones. They're around $4 and something cents for a package of 2. So if you're going to do these, when you're at Walmart next time looking, look to see if they have classic white, and then look also to see if they have the ivory colored, because that's nice. So there's our tea towels. I can't remember if I showed this to you last time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I did a video last week where am I? With my absolute crafting basic items that I use all the time. And so this is the follow-up to that. And I don't remember if I showed you these banners or not. These are also from Walmart. And the brand is DIYables Canvas Banner. It's all put together. These are a great basic to start with. They're in Walmart in the crafting section. They're next to like all the t-shirts and things that you can personalize. Let's see, what are you guys saying? I have more. Oh, there's 400 of you jumping on. Well, these, I think these tips are good because I'm super frugal and I'm always looking for the best deal and the best quality, and I'll keep trying things until I figure that out. So this gives you a step ahead, so you don't have to try out 50 brands of tea towels before you find one that you're gonna like. Okay, the next thing I wanna tell you about is this. It's just kind of weird. This is from Dollar Tree, and it's one of those, what are they called? Sharpening blocks. And I use it mostly with my X-Acto knives when I'm cutting pages out of sheet music books or Reader's Digest or my encyclopedia. I always sharpen it up on this first, and I'll just show you how I do that. I don't know if I'm doing it right or not, but this works for me. I'll do both sides. And then it'll be nice and sharp and easy to use. So you can use this on your scissors as well. So it was in a weird spot, if I remember right. It was kind of by all the car stuff, by tools. Okay. Next up, this is a basic item that I'm always looking for whenever I go to Goodwill, and it's silver platters of any size. They can be super tarnished, not tarnished at all. The only thing is I don't want the ones that look like silver but they're plastic. I want metal. Most of them are silver plated. And I do tons of different things with these. I can usually get them at my Goodwill for under $5 a piece. And I've done so many crafts over the last 2.5, 3 years using them. So basically what I do is I'll just paint, and they can be all different shapes, trays with handles, with feet, everything. I'll just paint the inside part that I want to do a stencil or some kind of decor, or that maybe I want to use those button magnets on. I'll just paint it with a good couple of coats of a chalk paint, or a, you could use blackboard paint, you can use acrylic paint, you can use whatever kind of paint you want. And then I will decorate it. And another thing that I do, or have done, is this one. This is my favorite one. For this one, this was a video that we did where I showed you guys how to make these clothesline flowers. And this was a really icky silver tray, and I just painted the whole entire thing this creamy color, and then we stenciled it. So be on the lookout for silver platters. If you have some that you're not using that are, you know, gonna eventually get donated, I suggest you pull them out and start crafting with them, because there's so much you can do with them, and you can paint them or not. Okay. Next up, I want to tell you about these. I use these a lot too. These are paint stir sticks. You can also use shims, but these are the ones I like because I love this shape right here. I'm going to show you some examples of things that I do with these. This is the 5-gallon, or the larger size. And this, I don't remember if this is Lowe's or Home Depot, but they're the same pretty much everywhere. You can also get these on Amazon in big quantities. So this is the larger one, and here's what the smaller ones look like. And these are 1 gallon paint stir sticks. Where I purchase them is Home Depot, and you get 10 of these for $1. Okay, so you can make a lot of really cute signs. We did the cutest flag last year with the big paint stir sticks. And then I've done a lot of different signs, like this one. Look how cute that is. See, look at this detail right here. This is why I love these better than shims. This was a project that we did last summer, I believe. And if you're interested in any of these stencils, just let me know and I'll be glad to send you a link. These ones are from Magnolia Design Company. Okay, so that was one that I wanted to show you. And then here's another one. Same idea, sort of. This one, I did the paint stir sticks horizontal and I flipped them every other one, and it creates this nice little detail right here. And also I did a technique where each one is a different color, and this is one of my favorite projects. This says God is able to do far more than we could ever ask for or imagine, Ephesians 3:20. On this one I used popsicle sticks to hold it together. Let me see what I used on this one right here. On this one I used the paint stir sticks to hold it together. And I have found that for these kind of things, hot glue doesn't work great. After a while your things start to fall apart. So I would use E6000 or some super powerful kind of a glue for that project. Okay, so they can become the actual sign themselves, or they can help you to make banners. So this was something that we did, I don't remember when. I do so many crafts. But this is called Life Rules. Be kind, have faith, speak truth, show grace, stay humble, be honest, love others. And this is actually hanging here in my craft room. I mean, a lot of these things are in here because they're my favorites. And this is just painter's drop cloth, which I showed you last time in the last Heidi's Absolute Crafting Essentials. But what I want to show you here is that I use these paint stir sticks as the basis for a banner all the time. And all I've done in this instance is used hot glue and wrapped my banner around it. It gives you something firm to attach whatever kind of hanger you want to do. So, and this is one of the smaller ones. So paint stir sticks in both sizes are great, and there's tons of different design options depending on which way you go. Oh my gosh, I don't know where it is. I did the cutest one last summer where I left a space in between each one, and it turned out awesome. So that's an option too. Okay, another thing that I absolutely love that I purchase every time I see them are rolling pins. And here are just a few examples. These guys are from my local Goodwill. They're not in great shape, but that's okay. They don't need to be. A lot of them will have like that sticky stuff on them, which if you put some elbow grease, and there is a little eraser that you can get at Dollar Tree, or you can use furniture cleaner or goo off. There's a lot of different things you can do to get that off. I think that most people donate these rolling pins and in pretty good shape, because what they find out is that they don't use them very much, so they just want to get rid of them. So I can usually get them for around $2. And even if you were buying them brand new, they're not expensive, okay? So I love these big ones. I'll show you in just a second some of the things that I've made, but I want to show you a couple other sizes. Here is a more medium size one, and I believe I got this at Walmart, I think, for just a couple of dollars. Or these are the cutest little ones ever. Look, okay, so this is the difference in size. These are from Magnolia. They come in some of those DIY kits that you can make for the different holidays, but you can also purchase these individually, or not individually, but without the stencils. I mean, in a pack of 3 from Magnolia, and I should have gotten a link, I'm sorry, but I will drop one in a couple of places, and if you want links to any of the stencils or these or anything else I've mentioned, just let me know. Okay, so here's just a couple of examples of things that I've done. This was a 4th of July project where I painted the barrel of my rolling pin and I stenciled with red chalk paste using the 4th of July subway tile, or maybe it's called patriotic subway tile from Magnolia. Look how cute that is. And then I just took some bandana material and did a little bow on it. And this was super cute. Oh my gosh. In my closet, I have about 12 or 15 rolling pins that I've done over the last 3 years. This was another kind of silly one that we did this year at Christmas, but it's pretty darn cute. This is the little gnome that Maker Studio has. And so I just did him on this rolling pin. I painted the barrel and then I put him on there. Oh, and let me just tell you one tip. After you paint your barrel, or even if you don't paint it, be sure to spray it really thoroughly with some of this stuff. I don't have it in here. Darn. It's clear matte spray sealer. I use Krylon brand because I can get that at Walmart. But the wood on these barrels tends to be kind of a little bit fuzzy, and you'll get a much crisper stencil impression if you spray it with the sealer before you stencil. So on this one, for example, I painted it, then I used a little fine grit sandpaper just to sand off any lumps or bumps because I'm not a very careful painter. And then I took it outside and I sprayed it with a couple of coats of the clear matte sealer. And then I put my stencil on and it came out great. Same deal with this. And then you can spray them after the fact too. Okay, let's see. There's 2 more things that I want to show you. I'm thinking that these are going to become one of my favorites because I'm working on some flowers to show you. These are just Dollar Tree coffee filters. You can get them in this natural color and in white. I have not experimented yet with dyeing them, but I'm going to do all that before I come live and show you these craft projects that you can do with these. But these are a good thing to have on hand. You can also use these for cleaning up. They can almost be used like a paper towel. You can get them wet and clean things off. They're great. This is a great crafting thing to have. And then last but not least, if you're going to be doing stencils, oh, I should tell you about my tub. Let me do that. That would be good. So I have 2 more things to tell you. Okay, so if you're going to be doing stencils, your goal is going to be to get your stencil into water as soon as possible so that nothing dries in the holes and clogs them up. Okay, so this is a Dollar Tree $1 tub that's been used a bazillion times. Look how yucky it is. And before I craft, I usually just fill it up, maybe an inch or so. And then I will throw my stencils in one at a time, my squeegees, paintbrushes, whatever I'm using in here, the stencils face down in the water, slush it around a little bit. And then when I'm all done, I will go to my kitchen sink and clean each one of the stencils individually. But these little tubs are great to have. I need to buy a new one. What do you guys think? Thank you, Jolene. She says she loves my creativity. Okay, so the last thing I want to tell you is also about stenciling, and that is how to get them really nice and clean. And I don't think you can beat this Stencil Cleaner from Magnolia. Seriously, it's not very expensive. Mine in the kitchen is ready to be retired. It's looking yucky. But basically what I do when I get this, and I order these pretty much every time I place an order from Magnolia so that I can have them on the hand, is I cut it in half, and then I use these on the front of my stencil. They're great, especially if you're using something like their ink that can be staining, or if you have spots where it looks like the chalk paste is a little stuck in the holes. I will sometimes put a little bit of dish soap on it and just scrub it in the sink. Other times I'll wash my stencil off and I'll lay it on the counter. I'll put some dish soap on this, and I always cut them in half because I'm frugal. I don't want to waste the whole thing at once. And I'll scrub it while it's laying on the counter, and then I'll put it back in the sink and wash it. So this is called, well, it doesn't say on the package, but it's called a Stencil Cleaner. So those are some good things that I wanted to show you. And everything that I showed you is super affordable. I can't think of a single thing that is an expensive item. So they're perfect. And anyways, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Feel free to sprinkle. If you want to see what's coming up this week, let Facebook know that by doing this, or saying something in the comments, asking a question, and do hop up to your screen and look for the 3 little dots, because apparently that is where you can set your preferences so that you'll find out when I'm doing something. And I have some good projects coming up. Next up, I think tomorrow is going to be reverse secret sauce. But before tomorrow, I will be live later today because I have some new stuff to show you. So, hi Heidi. You guys are so nice. Thank you for sprinkling, Renee. Okay, I'm gonna hop off. I'll read everyone's comments now and answer questions. I'm gonna put a few links to Magnolia, to my website, throughout the comments. I didn't realize I was gonna be talking about so many things that you might be interested in. Or like these little guys. So I'll drop them throughout I'll drop a link throughout the comments, and if you want a link, just say link and I'll get it for you. Alrighty, see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you soon.